Something crazy is happening at Card Kingdom. It's very bad and no one's talking about it. Okay, I know that Card Kingdom prices are inflated. Everybody knows that 15-20% above TCG low is kind of what to expect. But because their buy list prices are so competitive, like very often they would offer a buy list price that is equal to what the card's even selling for on TCG low, right? And then with a 30% store credit bonus, you can get more than the card sells for on low just for selling it for credit. That is called playing the Card Kingdom game. And many people, myself included, have made videos about this because you stack a bunch of nickels, you go and you trade for a dual land. And if that dual land is 15% over TCG low, who cares? You know what I care about? When TCG low sells a lightly played Gaea's Cradle for 900, and Card Kingdom literally sells it for 50% more. Just a few months ago, this Gaea's Cradle would have cost $300 less, but I think Card Kingdom may be catching on finally to the fact that people are doing this, and they're like, you know what? We don't want our reserve list staples to be even remotely affordable, so we're just gonna jack up the prices. How about a Mox Diamond for $650 on TCG Player, selling for $855 in the same condition on Card Kingdom? How about a lightly played Volcanic Island selling for $543 on TCG Player, selling for $810 on Card Kingdom? It's a good moment to mention it, but you guys have heard me talk about them before. Ancestral MTG are my partners for rarities and high-end. They're pretty much market leaders there. If you use my name, Bateman10, you get 10% off your first order of $250 or more, and you'll find most of the time Ancestral lists their stuff on TCG Player for the same price they list on their website. So you can just get 10% off TCG Player basically by just using my code on their website. Like you can go add a full set of duels here, save $440 on a full set of duels. Click that link in my bio and check them out if you guys are interested, but back to Card Kingdom. The reason this is such a big deal and such a bad thing is that if Card Kingdom is going to raise the prices on their reserve list staples to a point that they are not even appealing using store credit, like they're actually so bad, they're so inflated, then my motivation to sell cards to Card Kingdom and turn that like mid-range bulk into anything with them is very, very, very low. They kind of lose my vote as the preferred choice to do that because I don't need to sell this stuff to get a bunch of fetch lands, right? The point is to get actual staple stuff that you really want, stuff that will appreciate over time. Maybe they just caught on, maybe enough people were doing this, maybe it's a phase, but I gotta tell you guys, the price splits here that I'm seeing, they are a clear 25 to 50% above TCG low on almost everything, at least the good stuff.